All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, KAKADASH. I can continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, excuse me. Came across a piece of information, and it was actually from the YouTube channel Redacted. The title was looked up the article, which I'm about to read now. Basically, talk about the Secret Service can't basically declare the safety of the presidential candidates. All right, but they talk about Trump, but in the article it says both candidates, Harris and Trump. But so basically, this article. And I looked up the issue. And the most recent article came from the Economic Times, which is basically it's an Indian American Indian English newspaper news platform. I believe they're second to the New York Times, second after New York Times. So it's a credible source, you know. And here we go. Oops. See that right there? American Secret Service says it can't guarantee the safety of Trump and Harris from more gunmen. So like this is the time we in right now. This, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple scriptures and Lord willing be edifying, but this is the time we in right now. This article came out from September 17th, which is yesterday. Okay, because I believe that attempt that happened at Trump's golf joint was on Sunday. So that was the day before. No, 2 days ago. Cause I know that was 3 days ago, because that was Sunday. I believe it was Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. But so yeah, so it's from Economic Times. Second to the Wall Street Journal. And it reads, okay, so American Secret Service says it can't guarantee the safety of Trump and Harris from more gunmen. But you know, I haven't heard anything happening about Kamala. But you know, the two last have been from Trump. So so it says synopsis. It says as political violence increases, the U.S. Secret Service is having more and more difficulty ensuring Donald Trump and Kamala Harris' safety. These are worries regarding the Secret Service's capacity to manage such threats and the absence of extra resources, given the recent attempts on Trump's life and the growing threats generated by social media. So basically they're saying the Secret Service is overwhelmed by all of this rhetoric on social media, threats of violence to the candidates and whatnot, right? So it says Trump and Harris safety from increased gunmen cannot be guaranteed by the U.S. Secret Service. Now, in mind, this Secret Service, this is supposed to protect them. This is what they're paid to do, and they're basically saying they can't guarantee safety for Trump or Harris. Just in case, you know, the last two have been against Trump, but like, who knows if somebody, you know, got some kind of thing or come out where somebody kind of do something to her. But anyway. And mind you, the last two attempts that got it, the people that tried to do something to Trump, those were Edomites, so-called white men, one young and one older. There wasn't no Hebrew Israelites, wasn't no migrants, wasn't no so-called black men, wasn't no so-called Hispanic men. It was so-called white men. So what about that? Anywho, it says Biden demands more help for the U.S. Secret Service following Sunday's second attempt on Trump's life. U.S. and British intelligence sources have informed me that the U.S. Secret Service cannot guarantee it will be able to stop more shootings like the two apparent assassinate attempts involving Donald Trump. So it says the Secret Service cannot guarantee. So the Secret Service, the ones that's paid to protect the presidents and all these political figures, cannot guarantee safety for the presidential candidates. Okay, and it says law enforcement sources from both sides of the Atlantic warned that the U.S. agency was handle the size of the threat posed to both presidential campaigns by the aggressive social media rhetoric and the ease with which firearms can be purchased. Now, remember what who was it? I think it was the ex-UK prime minister or foreign minister or whatever that said that basically social media needs to put a hand on social media on like so-called like hate speech and all those kind of things that's on social media right now. And now you have this. So this could be some stage shit. This could be whatever. Who knows? But at the end of the day, the narrative is that there was two attempts on Trump's life. The quote the ex former president and presidential candidate within the course of a few months. Because I think that one attempt was what, July, and then this was what, September. Come on. So it says a would-be gunman set up shop in bushes around President Trump's Florida golf club on Sunday. Yeah, so it's Sunday, marking his second attempt at assassination in as many months. A gun barrel sticking out of the foliage was noticed by a Secret Service agent watching a hole ahead of Mr. Trump, who then opened fire. After one suspect was later found about 40 miles away from the scene, the FBI officially launched an investigation into the assassination. Now, mind you, you have all that, but yet this guy was arrested, so he wasn't taken out. Here it is, the so-called black man, not even with a weapon. Talk about the cops feel like they're fear for their lives and then fucking shoot him 40-something times. But here it is, this guy tried to take out the presidential nominee, a former president, gun in hand, in position to take a shot. One guy took a shot, grazed his ears, quote unquote, so they say. Now, the first guy, I think he was shot dead, but the second guy, he somehow lived. And now they're saying something to do with I don't know if they said Pakistan or whatever they said, some guy affiliated with someone over there in the eastern side of the world. Who knows? I forget. I know it started with a P, so I think it was like Pakistan or something. So, continue on this article. So it says, according to a U.S. intelligence source, there is a growing number of people who are incited to attack political figures they disagree with on social media by rhetoric that encourages violence with no end in sight. They claim that the threat pattern continues to be the rise of individual actors who are not affiliated with any specific traditional ideology or organization. So that would cut out Hebrew Israelites, right? Because isn't that so-called an organization? Isn't that so-called an ideology? Now here they talk about these some role guys. Some guys that just coming out, they're just coming out of woodworks and trying to take out the presidential nominee and former president. So like how's it like? So what are we dealing with here? So like, and now you got the Secret Service saying that they're overwhelmed to where they can't guarantee the safety of the presidential nominee, a former president and a vice president, because not only is Kamala Harris a presidential nominee, but she's actually the president. She's the present vice president of the United States, and you can't guarantee her safety, and you can't guarantee Trump's safety, which is another presidential nominee. Where are we at right now in America, where the Secret Service, the people that's supposed to protect the president, can't guarantee their safety all of a sudden? All right, but continuing on. It says these people can use technology and weapons in an attack with relative ease. So they say with ease that these people could like they say, could get guns with you do stuff with technology. You got these cyber attacks, these hackers. You got the joints that just blew up over there in Lebanon. They blew up some pagers and then they blew up some other handheld devices. That was just today. And then yesterday the thing was with the pagers. Now, and then a couple days before we had what? Somebody trying to take out the U.S. presidential nominee Donald Trump. And that's 2 attempts in the course of few months. And both of the assailants were so-called white men, Edomites, trying to take a Edomite leader. Excuse me. So it says, so it says, the U.S. Secret Service is not equipped to follow every crazy narrative on the internet, so they must rely on other U.S. agencies. They warned, citing the rise in aggression fueled by social media. See, they're putting blame on social media. It says, so they must rely on other U.S. agencies. They warned, citing in the rise in aggression fueled by social media. The source cautioned that as the election campaign went on, this created opportunities for radicalized lone actors to evade detection and launch more copycat attacks on politicians. And it says, the The Secret Service of the United States finds itself targeted with a more frequent number of attempts on U.S. presidential candidates like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. This is so due to political rhetoric and conviction that should a candidate win freedom, democracy will be eliminated. The shooting at Trump's golf course occurred in a backdrop of a leaked internal report of the U.S. Secret Service pointing to weaknesses that were observed in the earlier attempt on a former president's life. The UK intelligence source urged more caution and input of funds, human resources, and cooperation among agencies for both candidates' safety. The rising aggression in the presidency of the United States could potentially alter their foreign and defense policy in the country, and thus forcing UK agencies to monitor their closest ally for potential impact on national security. So now the UK saying they might have to get involved and help out. Saying they need to get more funding, more human resources. But what they don't understand is, this is all the will of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. The Lord could put spirit on anybody to do some shit like this, man. That's what they don't understand. So you're right, you can't guarantee safety. Because why? Just like in the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. You know, the premise of the movie was that the spirit hopped on different vessels and committed murders, committed killings. This same the Lord is the Father of spirits. He could put the spirit on someone right by them that's supposed to protect them to take them out. That's the power we're dealing with Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And people don't understand it. The Lord said, what? I created good and evil. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Okay? So it says facts. It says, why is it so difficult for the Secret Service to protect Trump and Harris? It said the Secret Service is finding it challenging to identify and stop all possible threats in light of the increase in violent rhetoric on social media and the ease with which firearms can be attained. So why don't you just change the law? What they might do. But here they keep blaming social media. Social media this, social media that. Well, it's your internet. That's how you know that, what if this is just a thought. What if they're doing this to try to, this is their ploy to take the profits off the streets, set up these MK Ultras, set up these motherfucking, these sleeper cells, saying like, yeah, you about to go try to, that's the worst thing you could do, try to take out the president. Have that happen, and then keep blaming social media, keep saying like, rhetoric on violence and social media this, social media that. Yeah, it's all happening on social media. It's all social media's fault. And it says, has Donald Trump been the target of multiple assassination attempts? It says there have been 2 known attempts on Donald Trump's life in the last 2 months, and as the political atmosphere heats up, worries about more incidents are growing. And that's the end of the article. So yeah, man, there you have it. Just like that, you had 2 attempts on former president and presidential candidate nominee Donald Trump's life. Just like that. One Sunday and one that happened a little bit, I believe it was like a little bit after the 4th of July. So let's get some scriptures. Let's get the easy one real quick. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 14, and it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Now you had all a bunch of these uproars and these protests, right? But now you have these quote-unquote American citizens trying to take out presidential candidate nominees and former presidents. You already hear they talk about how they talk shit about Biden. All these political figures, the people are not off him. I forget the guy's name, but he's the guy that always does the talking after Israel got some shit going on. That lying sack of shit. But yeah, that's what you have going on, man. Sedition among men, and now it says they should not regard their kings nor princes, man. And here that we thought Trump was the main guy. We thought all these Edomites are for Trump. But obviously some are not. Some are not. Obviously some are not because they're trying to take him out. Right? And it says, they should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And now they're saying what? And now the Secret Service is saying that they can't guarantee their safety of presidential nominates, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. The Secret Service cannot guarantee the safety of the presidential presidential candidates, former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. The Secret Service saying it's overwhelmed. This is right here. This is America. And here is you telling me America is the greatest place on earth? You don't have that problem in other countries. And here it is, just like that. And what they keep saying, oh, social media. They're blaming social media. Social media this. Oh, the rhetoric on social media. Inciting violence on social media. Because they're doing, this very well be a ploy for them to say they're doing this to take the profits off the streets, man. Say that these guys out here trying to assassinate. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17, and it says, and a man desires to go into a city and shall not be able. Now, if shit gets too crazy, they're going to start bringing all this martial law, all this police state, curfews. They already kind of had it with the C-19 emic. You couldn't go, what's with, you know, if you didn't have the jab, you couldn't go into the city. You couldn't go into certain establishments. You couldn't go into certain venues. And ultimately, it's going to be what? The MOTB. Because remember, everything they're doing is to usher in the beast system. Get the profits on the streets and bring in this new world order, man. That's their goal. Bringing the digital ID, catching society, make everything more safer. Because it just said, I forget the billionaire's name, but basically this billionaire, he said that basically it's this new AI thing to where it's going to make citizens on their best behavior. Because it's basically going to be like on some like monitoring you and shit. And this their goal. So now you have all of a sudden you have all these people trying to take out the president. Now who knows if this stage or some guy really feeling froggy. We don't know what the other guy was thinking because they iced him. But this guy they took away. He made it out alive. He just got arrested. Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's going to be in a time of Jacob's trouble, in a time where America, where the Lord really puts the spirit of his wrath on America before the missiles, man. Where he puts those evil spirits on people, those spirits that's created for vengeance. Sparing none, going through the city, sparing none. Slaying utterly old and young. Remember, this is before the missiles, man. This is before the nuclear destruction. Remember, the order of chaos, the chaos, the order they got to bring out of the chaos. This is going to be the chaos, man. Presidential assassination attempt. Increased violence, increased rioting. You know, they're going to say they're going to need to have a way to get control. So they're going to bring in the police state. Oh, no social gatherings. Oh, you can't say this. You can't say that. You know, doing things, making things more. You know, basically declaring a war on free speech. They already showed that. They already showed that with old boy, the ex weapons inspector, where the fuck he was. I think his name is like Stephen Weiner or I forget his name. But the guy they raided his crib like not too long ago. Where we at? This is what's going on right now in the daughter of Babylon. Remember, the Lord said what? The daughter of Babylon ought to be destroyed, man. So before it's actually utterly destroyed, the Lord is fucking this place up, man. To where now the narrative is that Secret Service cannot guarantee the safety of presidential nominees, presidential candidates, man, former president, vice president. If that's not a sign that this place is done, what other sign do you need? I've never heard anything like that before. Just like that, just after. Come on, man. They should not regard their kings nor their princes. And Kamala Harris don't even fit the description of the one. Let's see, is there any more in there? Any more in there? Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, let me get that. Now, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 31, and it reads, Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And that's America right now, man, because America's miserable. For people to try to take out Donald Trump twice, attempt to take out Donald Trump twice, that means that they're miserable with their choices of leadership, man. Oh, matter of fact, shit. What is that? I think that's fuck. Wrong button. Come on, bro. Bear with me. Hold on. Bro. Going to the book of Matthew. I believe that's verse 12. Yep, verse 12. Now there's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25, and it reads, and it says, And Yahawashi knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Now this is Yahawashi speaking. Now if you got America, which is the daughter of Babylon, now if you have their citizens, their own kinsmen, because they were Edomite-looking people, trying to take out Donald Trump and they talk about they can't guarantee the safety of Kamala Harris either, which means what? The house is divided. You think in the kingdom of our kingdom that come that you're gonna have Israelites trying to take out Yahawashi or anybody trying to take out Yahawashi? Hell no. We're gonna be immortal for one, and two, it's gonna be a kingdom of peace. But Esau don't know peace. None of them, none's on leadership, not none's at the very bottom, man. They're at least on to the bottom. They don't know peace. All they know is violence. That's why they're violent on both sides. They're violent at the top and violent at the bottom. And now it's so much divide in their kingdom. That's how you know it can't stand much longer. It's on its last leg, and the leg is wobbly. Oops. And it says, verse 26, and it says, and this is Yahawashi speaking, it's red letter, and it says, And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Now, this is Satan's kingdom, right? Esau is Satan's human counterpart. And Satan is running rampant throughout them, these motherfuckers, man. How can his kingdom stand? How can it survive? How can his kingdom stand when we have unhappy, the citizens, the kinsmen citizens are unhappy, man? The Edomites are on top, and these are Edomites trying to take out other Edomites. And speaking of which, so since remember that one of the curses was the evil eye should be towards your neighbor, right? So that's their neighbor, right? Evil eye towards their neighbor. So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. Now, in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, it talks about the blessing and curses that Moses gave to Israel from the Most High. That if they followed them, they get the blessings, and if they didn't follow the law, statutes, commandments, the curse that shall fall upon them. Well, now that we're at the end of these curses being upon us, they're still on us, but we're towards the end where the Lord is about to take them off of us and put them on these other nations. And it seems like he transitioned real fine to all these other nations, man. Because here you see uproars, you see sedition among men throughout all the countries, man. So, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, and it reads, And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. See, plain and simple. He's gonna put these curses upon our enemies, man. So all the other nations. So so leading up to Yahawashi's return, the Lord is gonna be transitioning these curses onto these nations, man. As he's doing right now. Putting these curses on these other nations. And that's what you're seeing. We're seeing Satan's house divided, and we're seeing his kingdom fall. That's it. That's why the Lord said what? He was sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. They thought that they thought that we was going to be under these curses forever, that we was going to be at the bottom forever. Well, the Lord has something to say about that, and he said in one of the things he said it, and oops. Oh, matter of fact. Now, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16, and it reads, it says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Now, this is in the kingdom, our kingdom to come, and we ultimately get that power when Yahawashi returns. But let's talk about the transitional stage. We're in a transitional stage where the Lord said, what? He was going to put these curses on our enemies, man. Because before that great day, that great third woe, the World War III, the nuclear destruction, the nuclear war, the Lord is going to put these curses on our enemies, and the Lord is going to start jacking these heathens up, man. And the Lord said he's going to what? He's going to undo all that afflict thee. This is him undoing them right now. He's undoing the ones that afflicted us. All these nations afflicted us under Esau, the so-called white man. And they're not going to come back up, because once Israel comes back up, we're going to be on top forever, eternity. World without end, life everlasting, immortality, man. They're going to write about us immortals while they die, and we're still on the earth. Spirit going to stay in the body, our heavenly bodies. All right? Verse 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion who no man seeketh after. And when you go into that term, seeketh after, it talks about who no man cares for. But he said, what? He was going to restore health unto us when we what? Take them curses off of us, man. We ain't going to have an evil eye towards our neighbor no more. The wife's not going to have an evil eye towards her husband. The husband's not going to have an evil eye towards evil eye towards his wife. Our women should not be harlots in the streets. Our children should not be raised as monsters, man. Our children should not be fatherless. Our women should not be widows. The Lord's going to put that on these other nations, man. And before those curses fully go on our enemies, he's going to fuck them up in the meantime, man. Now he's breaking them down. Having Edomites try to take out other Edomites, man. Because I don't know when I think the last presidential assassination was John F. Kennedy, man. But the latest attempt was what? 2024 AD. Donald Trump. And not even the president yet. Or not, well, he was the president, but he's not the actual president yet. And this is all the will of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Esau's done. Satan's house divided. How shall it stand? Oh. Matter of fact, yeah, let me go back to Baruch. So this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 33, and it says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And that's happening right now. These Edomites are grieving. They're seeing the desolation of their country. They're seeing their country fall apart. They're actually seeing their country fall apart. And they know it's nothing nobody could do to fix it. That's why all this war shit is happening right now, because that's the final play. The MOTB as well, the beast system. You still got to get this cashless society, digital currency thing going more, which they are, because people hardly carry cash now. But they actually have to bring in a new system where there's no more cash at all. Cash will not be accepted anywhere. That's what we're coming into, and that's what they're gonna bring in the chip, the RFID microchip. That's what's next. It's close. Every day that passes, we're getting closer to the end of this devil's kingdom, man. Okay, so this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 34, and it says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. That's what's happening now. That's why you got these niggas trying to take out Trump. They're mourning. They're saddened. They're not happy with the direction their country is going, because what is going down, and no sign of it coming up. You got the dollar about to crash. You got the economy about to crash. Nuclear war is at hand. Everything is pointing to this place's destruction, to this place's end. And it's nothing no one could do about it. The Lord said, what? Who shall stay his hand? Thy will be done. Thy will be done. And the Lord said, what? His will is to destroy the daughter of Babylon, aka America. Oh, speaking of which, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 19. I'm going to start at the top, and it reads, and after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our God. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. For true and righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. Now who is that? Who is that whore? America. Babylon the great whore, that's America. The one that dwelleth carelessly in Isaiah the 47th chapter, that says she should be a queen forever. That's America. America said, what? We're the greatest country on earth, will never go down. But now they're going down that quick. Just that quick. And where's all that American pride? Where's all that American trash talking, man? Now you got motherfuckers talking about we need to get away to stop this and they need to stop this. Huh? But I thought you were the greatest country on earth. Greatest military, greatest superpower. But it ain't seeming that way. Here it is. America has active military. Active military is 1.3 million. Russia has 2,389,000 active military. Putin just signed in to get that many. So what's going on? What's about to happen? That's the question people understand. What's about to happen? What's going to be the end result of all of this, man? Is everybody going to go back into their respective corners and say, you know what? I don't want to go to nuclear war. I don't want to go to nuclear war. Let's destroy all nuclear weapons. No. This is the Lord. This is YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI's plan. This is the Heavenly Father's plan from the beginning. For the nation to come together and go to war. Whoa, speak. I'll start at the top. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And now what's going on right now in the Middle East? You got a bunch of war going on right now. Niggas blowing up pagers. They blowing up handheld devices. Ukraine going deeper into Russia. Israel small hats going deeper into Lebanon. Everybody still getting their nuclear weapons together. North Korea dropping all shit to Russia, Iran. The war just being gathered. These nations gathering more and more for the war. Right? Verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. That's what? Iran. Russia. Russia was great, but it fell off. Now they coming back to their own again. You got all these countries, all these Islamic Republic countries, everybody gaining together. You just had the BRICS, Turkey. The same house divided. Turkey just it said they're officially going to become a member of the BRICS nations, man. Now Turkey is a member of NATO. But they've also been saying that they're not real too keen on what's going on with NATO and with the small hats. The support of the small hats over there in Ukraine, and, Israel, and I think the Ukraine. Talking about they don't support that shit. So you just got a bunch of chaos. You got a bunch of just bunch of big. It's all just fucking fucked up. And this is all the will. I say again, this is all the will of the one true living God, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, making these nations turn on each other. Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come into the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's what this is all leading up to, man. The OTB, the third woe, Joel, the third chapter, where the Lord said, well, he was going to gather all the nations and there sit to judge them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh's judgment. Yahweh's going to send YAHAWASHI back and judge these nations, put these nations into captivity. Who do you think is going to do it? When the Lord said, what, wait ye upon me till I raise up to the prey, that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's raising up to the prey. And soon enough, these nations are going to understand that they're not the chosen of nothing. Then they have no God, no true living God. And the God of Jacob is the one true living God. Every day that passes, every day, every hour, every second, every minute, every year, every month, everything that passes in the cycle of life, we're getting closer to YAHAWASHI's return. And the Lord's going to bring that second death, that fire. Why do you think the Secret Service and they can't even guarantee the safety of the presidential nominees and vice president and presidential candidates, man? That's where we at right now. Where the Secret Service is saying they're overwhelmed by all the social media rhetoric and all the bullshit. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and know truth and sincerity. Shalom.